Welcome to this video. Today, we will be discussing the topic of pad cleaning. I have been accumulating pads over the past few weeks to conduct some durability tests. So these pads that are in the video today and the microfiber detergent that has to perform today really need to deliver. These pads have been completely unused here for 6 weeks. This means that the pads that are here have been left for 6 weeks. This means that the polishes were able to work for a long time, adhere, dry out, completely lose their smoothness, and thus became firmly embedded in the foam. Which detergent should I use to dissolve this first? And I have more pads. So I definitely have this variation 3 or 4 more times. I've really accumulated a lot. Now my pad supply is really getting so low that I can start these detergent tests. Let's start with my absolute current favorite because the price is unbeatable in my opinion. I think it costs around $9 or maybe a maximum of $10 for 1 liter of INNOVACAR SM Micron shampoo. And actually, nobody really had it on their radar. You all might know the S-Foamy, really good snow foam, which is also very effective as a shampoo, and the attire dressing is also very, very good. I haven't looked at all the products from INNOVACAR yet, but this one here, I am glad that we found this here. I need to compare this against these pads now. 2001, I have brought various pads with different structures, heavy cut pads, medium pads, finish pads, and there is also a lot of Sonax polish included. And we also have a bit of Rupes polish here. You might remember the videos with the intermediate pad from a few weeks ago. And here, we also have the coarse microphase or wool pad. Now I want to see if this detergent can completely remove the polish residues that have been crusted in for ages. We'll go in for a close-up shortly so you can see it again. I want to know if the product can dissolve what is here. Everything that is currently on the table, it has been able to dry out here for 6 weeks. And this is simply for the challenge so that these microfiber detergents can really be pushed to their absolute limits. It is also possible that the microfiber detergents may not succeed. That can certainly happen. Now we have an overview beforehand. You can see the levels of dirt and you can see how much polish is in here. Sometimes we have medium levels of contamination, but we also have cases where it's completely caked on. And this is our group here. Now the Micron has to show what it can do. I'm curious. So let's get started. All the pads are in the washing net in the laundry bag, which I will also link for you below. I find it very, very important because the foam pads and the microfiber pads don't hit as hard against each other. The walls remain a bit compact and support each other. I just think it's much gentler in a laundry bag like this. Then we can wrap this up and take a look at the different programs. Of course, everyone has a different washing machine. And here with us, after we add the microfiber detergent, I always set it to the gentle care setting. So there it is. And definitely reduce the RPM here. So a maximum of 1000 RPM. The pads remain quite light at that. I'm going to say that there is still a slight residual moisture in it. If you set it higher, it really becomes quite a struggle. You can also go to 800 or less, then you'll have more moisture. The pad will just need to dry longer afterwards. But I manage very, very well with 1000 revolutions for pads and also for microfiber products, for cloths and so on. Well, I don't go for the maximum. That's just my personal experience after many years of using the upper limit. And in my opinion, 40 degrees is completely sufficient. As for the dosage, you can also see the degree of soiling on the back here. You need to dose this differently, that's clear. It goes up to 100 ml for very hard water. They also differentiate here between soft and hard water. This is also nicely shown in the graphic. You just have to experiment a bit. I can also share my experience with you. For the very heavily encrusted pads, I would definitely use about 40 ml or even 50 ml. We will use 50 ml because we are dealing with very, very strong dirt. Let's get started and see how well this will work. So it's all done now. Our LG always plays really funny music when it's finished washing. And now let's just simply take a look at what the wash has brought. So you can see, nothing has definitely broken here on the pads. And the best thing is, I think we should go here or take a look directly in the washing machine. But I'm not pulling out every single pad right now. So here we have a pad and I think it looks really, really good. There are just a few small lint particles on it. That might simply be because something was washed in the washing machine beforehand. That carried a bit of residue. But otherwise, in terms of cleanliness, the pad is very, very good. But now let's take the entire bag and head over to the hall to lay everything out. So you have a complete overview of all the pads. I am really extremely impressed by this. This is really nice and clean now. Here we have, as mentioned, the pad where the 2001 contamination is still very, very significant in the inner area. So here I would simply give the pad another round in the washing machine or treat it again, meaning spray it again, and then go over it once more, because that was really the absolute extreme case. But otherwise, they have become nicely clean. They still have a slight texture in the structure because there is still a bit of residual moisture in them. Here is the pad up close again. The fibers are really nice and soft again, so that looks good here as well. Oh no, I thought this was polish. No, it's just the fiber bundle, so that's really nice again. It's just a bit like a slightly damp dog. But otherwise, just let it air dry, or you can already use it again here, because you can see that no water is coming out or anything like that. They are not that wet anymore, but the fibers still have a slight residual moisture, which is why they are not super fluffy yet. But overall, they are really very, very nice. You can use them perfectly again. Here's another pad. I mentioned before that we always have some small cat hairs on it, but again, it can be used perfectly. Overall, it's really a super, super strong result. So, a big compliment here to the INNOVACAR SM Micron shampoo, and I didn't buy it for nothing. I have it here again in the refill pack. We can also test Dodo Juice here in the future. Feel free to write it down below. I would definitely appreciate some feedback. And what do you think about the results? Keep in mind, 6 weeks without any pre-treatment, no pre-cleaner, not soaked, nothing, just straight into the washing machine. I believe that was 1 hour at 40 degrees with 1000 revolutions and about 50 in the INNOVACAR SM Micron shampoo. This is really very, very strong, and I could have added more pads, but I wanted to split it up a bit for the next videos. Thank you for watching, everyone. The INNOVACAR Micron from 2021 is an absolute insider tip for me. I believe that in a few months, it won't be a secret anymore. As mentioned, it will become one of the most widely used detergents in the microfiber sector, and as a cleaner for polishing pads, it is truly outstanding. Definitely check it out. It is my absolute tip for you, and with it, you can really clean your microfiber products and pads perfectly. And please don't wait 6 weeks and let it dry out for that long. That was really an absolute stress test. And for that, it must be said, the result is perfect. Thank you very much, guys. Until then, write your desired detergent down below for the next tough test, and then we'll see each other in the next video. Yours, Sebastian. Bye, guys.